Alright, hello everyone. Today we're doing United Forest, so another one for the tutorial series. This is the third last course I have to cover before I've done all 12 main courses. And United Forest is probably the trickiest course in the game to get a 22, 23 on. Like, Daydream is in a close second, and most people would say Daydream is the hardest, but I think this is the hardest because it's the hardest to master. Like, Daydream has its solutions, but United is just that little bit more difficult. So without further ado, we'll head into United Forest, playing on Spring. That's my preferred season on there. And for this course, I would say you could go with a bunch of different characters. You could go with Ratchet, Louise, who's the other guy? Falcon. I would say Jack is the best way to go, because you never know when you'll need that side spin that Louise doesn't have, or that Ratchet. I think Ratchet has good side spin too, if you want to go with him. Ratchet's also good for like par 3s, because if you miss backspin, I guess the ball won't fly as high. Wait, no, that's not the reason why. Because he has a lower trajectory, and the wind won't affect your shots as much. Anyway, enough blabbering. Just in simple terms, I guess I'll say Jack is the #1 go-to. And if you're doing rounds and you're finding that Jack isn't working out, you can try Ratchet with Infinity, Louise with bigger Infinity, or Falcon with one of these settings, just to maximize the stats. But for me, I like to go with Jack, big air straight, or even Infinity straight. Honestly, Infinity straight might be the way to go. Unless you really want that extra 3 yards, which honestly, I think I'll go with big air straight. Those extra yards could be useful. I had Daxter last time. Let's go with Mochi this time, with a nice yellow scarf to match. And let's go. I've been recording for 3 minutes and I'm just now heading into the course. I should really make these more brief. Okay. This course is tough, but for now it seems kind of tame. The wind isn't actually that bad here. Usually it's a lot stronger, like 7+. But I think we have 5, maybe 6 meters here. So I think I'll just go aim near the sand traps so that the wind can push it away from them, or Jack's control can push it away. What I like about Louise more than Jack is that Jack doesn't have as good, his control's not as good. Like, the ball will fly off one direction. Like, the worse your character's control is, the more likely it is that your shot won't go exactly perfectly straight. And you saw that just there, like it went off to the left for no reason. That's just a result of Jack having B-tier control. But regardless, this is a pretty simple case of just calculating using grid lines. It says to overshoot the shot by 1.3 yards, but I would overshoot by a lot more. Not only because of the wind, but also because of the green being downhill. So I would go there, put some backspin on that. And that's not going in, but it's going to be pretty close. Very, very good setup for an easy peasy birdie. This hole shouldn't be too bad. I really don't like this course, but hole 1 is fine. And hole 2, here I like to go, let me do this. I guess I should save too. Okay, so hole 2 has this very, very long fairway. The caddies usually go where the game suggests I don't know why it's going in the sand trap. I don't think the game would recommend that. But I would normally just use full 291 power and go try to drive past the sand trap, or like between the sand and the cart path. So here we have like 3 wind going right, so the wind's gonna push it just a little bit to the right. I'm gonna go over there, send it, doesn't really need spin. And I got pretty good RNG there. That's like a 295 yard carry. And now we have a completely perfectly flat ball lie, which is awesome. 3 meters of wind going exactly diagonally northeast. That's good. That means we go 1.5 to the left. I guess I'm going a bit more than that, but that's okay. The down 5.6 yards is gonna account for that. And I'll go here. Overshooting is definitely better than undershooting because I don't want to end up on the fairway again. So I'm gonna go 2 notches below full power, which is like 212 divided by 56 is like 4 yards per notch. So 212 minus 8 is 204. That's 7 yards below. That's perfect. So I'm gonna save. I'm kind of freaking out inside because I feel like this shot could be something insane if I get it right. Maybe. No, it's not. That was very, very good though. Like, I kind of knew I was onto something with that. Because you don't often get conditions this good on United. Like, the wind was good, the lie was good. Now it's up to you to get the impact right. And once you get impact, you get your shot. Wait. I don't even know what I want to say about that. Basically, like, when everything is in place, it's really just up to you to sort of follow through. Hole 3, I really don't like this fairway, but trying to avoid it kind of puts you in a position to go here, which you don't want. So I like to go just right behind where the hill is, right at the back of it or something. I'm gonna press down on impact, but that's not really gonna help, I think. That wind is really unfortunate. That's pretty much the average United Forest wind. And about a typical fairway placement here. I'm just gonna do a normal shot. So 4 grid lines to the left. The lie and wind are gonna push me, so I'll go 1 notch below full. 98% RNG is really bad. This is way worse than I thought. And that's not a good green position. I'm just kind of imagining it. It's just whatever I visualize is not, doesn't seem like it's gonna work. You really have to pay attention to that 0.13 at the top if you have a putt like this. But bam, there you go. First try.
There you go in the next hole.
It's really the window for putts where the lie is that crazy is a lot smaller, because you really gotta, it's very precise. Like, if like this green for example, if I end up 5 feet short, I can just put it in with, like, I could pick a wide range of powers to work with. Like, it's not super precise, but in that case that I was just in, you really gotta be careful. Okay, so here, golden opportunity for an ace actually, which is weird. Like, I don't know why this tutorial is so nice to me all of a sudden. The wind looks like it's like ever so slightly left, so I'm gonna go ever so slightly right, like just right about there. I'm gonna go with like a regular shot. It might roll too far, but I'm gonna try it anyway. Maybe a bit farther right? Man, I don't know. I'll go there. And... 188, 189. I don't really know what to do. It's gonna roll, I'm sure. So maybe putting 188 is the right move. I'm gonna save. I have to try this. Getting 100% RNG, and the shot goes left regardless. So it wasn't even worth calculating. Yep, that was way too short. Let me see if I used 200 or something, what would have happened. Yeah, look at Jack's control, dude. It's so bad. That's way better. Oh, whoops, I missed the... There we go. It just goes left for no reason. It's like it knows it's gonna go in, so it just like... move a bit to compensate. It makes no sense. Why does it go left? I think that's pretty much Jack's control. Alright, so here I can just overshoot by like 6 feet, and that goes in. 12 plus 6, 18 feet. It's at 0.46, but you can put a little more on that, just to be safe. Hole 5 is a tricky one. I aim for like this part of the fairway. Don't want to go too far because the lie is not as good. So if I use super backspin, it should flip me over. And again, Jack's shot just goes left for no reason. But yeah, now our lie is not bad. We'll go 4 good lines right, plus a bit more because of lie. And as for power, I'll go like, I'll press square, go 2 notches. I was trying to get super backspin there, but missed. That's fine. Not the worst. That's like textbook green. What do you call this? A slice or a hook? I don't know. Again, be careful with the power you set so that the green can take the ball. Because if you're not careful with your power, the ball won't break when you want it to. Break left in that case. And now here, we have 5 wind directly left. So that's about 5 and a bit grid lines. I actually want to be like 6 to 7 grid lines to the right because of the 17-yard elevation difference that you see at the top. So I'm gonna go... What should I do here? I won't overshoot, so I'm gonna go with 1 notch off 198. 1 notch below full. I'm very rusty, so that's why I'm making save states. And 4 tries. Perfect. I'm glad I didn't choose the 200, the 4 iron. That would have been too much, but this is pretty solid. Pretty easy putt to make. I'll put more power than necessary so that the ball doesn't break, because I don't want that in this case. Hole 7, you can get pretty close to the green here, but it's kind of tough too. I like to go full 291, press down on impact. Wow, the ball went right. I don't know what it is. Like, his control is B tier. That's not that bad. But gonna get lots of distance on that. Thanks to the fairway. The ball usually does a hiccup sort of thing there. And here I don't really worry too much about eagle. I just worry more about the birdie. So I'm gonna account for the lie, not so much for the wind. And I'm not going to change my club. I'm just going to go with the regular, whatever they give me. That's a pretty good shot still. That's pretty much hole bound, I guess. Pin bound? I don't know. What would you say in that case? Hole 8. I don't know why the wind is so friendly today. This is my first United Forest round in ages, and I'm getting like friendly winds all of a sudden. Like it's directly forward. But okay, a tip here. You can't really tell where the trees are at the top of the screen, but you can tilt your camera angle using the right stick when you're in the L2 view. So from here, press L2, tilt your camera by moving your right stick up, and you can see where everything is. So I'm gonna go full power here so I can use that wind on the second shot. And that's going really far actually. That's like 308, like not even 300. Wow, I was wrong. I don't know why I was gonna say 308, like I was getting it right. Super specific estimate, but okay. So the lie here isn't great, which is typical for this hole, but there's also that tree which I wanted to avoid. And the thing here is I have wind going right and lie going left, so I don't want to go too far in either direction. And I'm going to undershoot by quite a bit because not only is the green 6 yards down, but the wind is 6 meters forwards, pretty much. So I'm going to go a little tiny bit left and use super backspin. Okay, let's try this. Damn it, dude, I just need to... Thank you. Very good. I was considering using side spin to get around the tree, but you don't need it. And again, here I'm gonna need to get as close to 10.2, like that exact 10.2 feet as possible. That 9.0 plus 0.12, that's pretty good. Bam.
That's right.
Hole 9 is one of my least favorite because it's basically just avoid the tree simulator for the whole hole. I like to aim near that rough if I get wind like this, and press down on impact to avoid the trees before the fairway. And I have no idea where this is gonna go. That's actually pretty good. And here I would use top spin, go about... Actually, you know what? No. If I use top spin and mess up, it's gonna go really bad because I have 9 wind. And I'm using a wedge here, which is gonna get me like super high trajectory, and I don't want to mess up. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4.5 grid lines left because I'm just using a regular shot here. And I'm gonna go like 2 notches above the flag, or like 3 or something. Just a few yards extra. And that is very good. Because the green is going to be on my side here. It's at 0.26 at the top, so I added 2.6 feet onto the shot, plus a bit. And we're into the back 9, so here's that world famous jet plane in the sky. Aim here, don't go full power. Take a couple notches off so that you can land on the fairway. I actually didn't want to do that many notches off, but okay. Works out, still works out. Don't worry about this tree because we have wind helping us get around it. This is a very tough one to make, but there's no real way around it. Well, there is actually. No, just press down on impact if you don't want to use super backspin, but in this case I'm going to go for a super backspin, because why not? So looking at the pin, I have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grid lines to the right, not the left. I'm just doing this for like reference. But I have to take a little bit off because I don't think the ball is going to fly for that long to go all the way over. Like, look at the distance. Or maybe, you know what? So I have to basically mirror what I have right now. So I have to go there, approximately. But it doesn't, like, looking at, even from here you can tell that that's probably not what's gonna happen. Or maybe like there. Even if I'm wrong, it just lands on the green, just farther left, which is better than landing on the rough by a long shot. I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna miss, and I'm not gonna use save states this time. Just to show the United Forest experience. Okay. Really tough putt here. I don't really know what to do. It seems like one of those where you just go in the middle and hope it works, but I think this is going a bit farther right than left. I'm just gonna go here and see if it works. I'll save so I don't take too long. It said 2.23 feet up at the top, so I'm going 22.3 feet less.
Go.
And holy,
Is there eco in the next hole?
nice, dude.
Yeah.
65-foot putt. First try, no save states. Hole 11. This one is kinda awkward. You can get a decent lie if you aim here. But of course there's that tree. I haven't really experimented with this hole too much, but I think going here would be a smart move because the lie isn't that bad. Oh, that's what I'm gonna go with. See, pretty solid. And then you can just do a regular old super backspin shot to head over to the green. I'll go one notch below perfect. Super backspin. And I'm gonna miss that. That's fine. Because the green is going way off to the left anyway, and I got an ultra shot anyway. But yeah, I guess if I were to hit that super backspin shot properly, I should have gone a bit farther right, taking the green also into account. Okay, hole 12. Basically, backspin is basically required here because the way the green is structured to just roll your ball to the water hazard and force you to redo this tee shot, which you don't want. But okay, so here I've gotta go like 5, 6 grid lines left. I'll use this club and I'll go one notch below perfect. Gonna miss. I really should have practiced before I did this video. And I still actually made it on the green, but let's see what would have happened if I just played the game well. Hold on. There we go. So super backspin. You don't need it to get on the green, but it does help. What is that? Wow, that is the nicest putt I've ever seen on this course. But yeah, even if I didn't use save states there, I would just putt it in the same way I always have been. Okay, the wind is not really going to be friendly with me this time, but sometimes the wind can face the green. You can super backspin it all the way there, or skull shot. I think my PB, either front or back tee, has a hole 13 eagle, or my minus 22 might. But yeah, if I try here, let's try here and see where it goes. It really just depends on the RNG. And this time my RNG just looks okay. Not good enough to land, but usually you'll get into this rough and you can... Thanks to the fact that we're not with Louise, we can easily sort of make that. Actually, I'm bad at the game, ignore me saying that. Disregard like everything I've said for the past 30 seconds. But yeah, you'll usually land in this rough if you try and go there. So I would recommend going like here-ish and using topspin so that the wind doesn't sway your shot too much. And then here, 3 grid lines right, maybe a bit more, just a regular shot, no spin. I think I overestimated that maybe. No, it's actually not bad. And then I'll add 2 feet. We'll go 2 feet over the flag. And put that in pretty simply. 14, nothing much to say here, just go as far up the fairway as you can. Backspin in this case, but if the wind is coming towards you, then I would say go with topspin. That's going very far. Carry of, that was like a 304 yard carry, which is super rare. Okay. Another United Forest green that really wants to roll the ball all the way to the back where the rough and sand trap are. It just ruins your day. It's sad. So I wouldn't go for a backspin here. I would go for like a regular shot. And I'll undershoot by a little bit more than 2 yards, so 3.5 grid lines left, or a little bit less than that because of the lie. Or actually, yeah, I'll go about there, 3.5. I'll undershoot by a notch, and let's see where this goes. Again, undershooting here is way better than overshooting. I'll put 7 feet of power on it. Easy putt. Not much to say there. Hole 15, I would say use a super backspin here. Gets you the most height. Aim about there because we don't want the wind to bring it to this. Like if I aim here, I might land in the rough, or even here I would land in the rough. But if I aim here, the wind will bring me a little bit towards the rough, but not so much that it'll land in the rough in the end. So there you go, super backspin over those trees and perfectly on the fairway. Fun fact, I've never got a double eagle on United Forest back 9, so I'm not the best person when it comes to giving tips on this specific hole, but it just pretty much functions like a par 3 green at this point, except you're using a much stronger club. So I would say, I guess the lie is going a bit right, and the green is going a bit right, so I'll go a bit left. And I'll go with do I go 233 or 1 notch less? I think, I don't know. Let's see, I'll make a save state. Let's do 233 max power. See what happens here. That's gonna go a bit over, I think, but that's fine. And if we do 1 notch less, what happens? Actually, that was the better option. So I guess if I was over there and let's see, That's actually crazy how little time that took me. That was like second try, but that's with save states, so it doesn't count.
Go.
Let's pretend that counts.
That's right. I'm a grouchy
I'll
dog.
just save it to manual record, because why not? Second try double eagle. There you go. But yeah, that goes to show that backspin not only gets you a better chance of landing on the green, but but it also gets you a better chance at a double eagle. So, hole 16, my least favorite hole on the entire course. I would have had a 24 on this course if not for this hole. So here I'm getting a pretty bad wind, forcing me to go way off to the right and use super backspin. So that's what I'm gonna do. The wind says go left. The wind says go right, 5 grid lines, but the elevation of the green says go a couple more. So I'll go like 6. That's around 6, right? I'll go 6 to the right, but less power on it. And don't put too much power on this, you don't want to overshoot. And super backspin. That took way too many tries. Oh, that was 6 meters. Oh, okay. This might be a water hazard. Wow, this green sucks. What is that camera? Alright, I'll go with it. This looks like one of those go straight type of putts. Wow. If only I did that in my PB. Man, I wish that double eagle counted. Guess not. Is that the exact same wind as the last hole? Okay, hole 17. It's a tricky one. I've tried a bunch of different ways myself. I would say this is not a bad option here, but this tree is right in my way. It's gonna be kind of tough. Let's try this. So I'm gonna press down on left on impact to try and get around this thing. That's not gonna work. That's unfortunate. Okay, ignore that one. What if... Well, with this wind we can easily go around these trees. Unless I go here. In which case I would have to like maneuver through these trees somehow. So let's see. Let's weigh out our options. That went off way too far to the right. Don't understand this game, but okay. Let's go around here-ish. And that's pretty good. So, okay. Let's see how consistent we can get that. So, if I go 2 notches below full on 235, we'll press right or left on power, sorry, left on impact. That seems like it's the way to go. 2 notches below 235, press left on impact, and you'll land right between the sand trap and the water, which is the best place to be, because there's no trees in your way and you can just backspin it onto the green. I'll go about 4 grid lines right, because the ball is rolling downward and the green is a bit higher than I am. Maybe a little bit, like 4.5. And you'll want to overshoot more than you want to undershoot. That's so sad. That's actually so sad. Okay. I knew it was going nearer the pin. I did not expect that though. Oh well. Wasn't even a... It wouldn't have really counted, because it's not a real round. I don't know if I'll ever come back to grinding this game, or like grinding for a PB. Even if it was homing ball, yeah, if it hit the pin, it would have been homing ball, because I did put backspin on it, but either way, hole 18 is very tough. There are a couple ways to go about it. You could do a risky method where you can sort of just... Let's see. What am I trying to do here? There was another method I was workshopping for this hole. But you know what, let's just go... Like, the wind is not too bad this time around, which is rare. So I'll aim for about the left middle of the fairway in this case, and press left on impact, just to make sure I don't hit any trees. And that's a very good fairway placement. Okay, I'm gonna press down on impact. At least that was the plan. So here it says down 3 yards, but and actually, yeah, that is pretty much accurate. The wind is going against me a little bit. So actually, you know what? I'll go with the 247. I won't go too far left because I'm using big clubs, so the wind isn't gonna... Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm not gonna go too far left, even though the wind suggests I should. Because it's like a 3 woods. It's not gonna put my shot that far off. And... man, that would have gone in, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it have? It's such a dumb sentence to say. Wouldn't it have? My god, I can't... This is why I don't really play the game as often as I used to, because impact can be a headache. No second try shot this time. Just press down on impact so the ball doesn't roll too much. Nice. Let's end this on a chip in, please. Okay, not that time. But yeah, this green is, it can be difficult to deal with depending on where you land. This club position is actually sort of nice. There are some on the left side which can be difficult to deal with. Okay, I think I know where to go. Go right at this grid line. This should work, right? I think. Okay. The trick is to go right there. That should be it. That's bullseye right there. And now I just have to overcome my bad perfect impact. That looks good. Alright. If only that was real. I keep saying that, but I've never had an albatross here before. Or a double eagle. Oh my god, 24 on United, that's crazy, whoa. I did it with no save states. Definitely no save states. But anyways, that's it for United Forest, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Someone's asking. So if the ball lie was straight, it would be half grid lines to the left. That's something that I sort of had to figure out mid-shot because That angle of wind was a very weird, like, I can't really tell just by looking at it. Because when I made the shot, I was like over here. Like in a regular round, I would have done this. But because I had save states, I was like, oh, okay, I can go left half a grid line. And if I get the shot right, it'll go in. But that's not really, I wouldn't be able to predict that in a regular round. But if the ball lie was straight, then that means the ball would not be going as far left, so I could go like here-ish and be fine. Or actually, no. You know what that would do? That would mean, yes, the ball wouldn't fly to the left as much, but now the wind can carry it to the right more, because the lie and the wind sort of work against each other. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope that helped. And why is this not working anymore? Oh, I know why. See? You saw where those two last shots ended up? Those happened because I didn't press down on impact. And look what happens when I did. So, there you go. Press down on impact, guys. Don't forget. And hopefully this video helped you guys out. And I'll see you guys for the Northern Fox walkthrough, which is coming soon.
I won. What'd you expect? I'm a hero.
Have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Just point me to the nearest bad guys.
Okay, wait, that's actually crazy. Imagine. Look at that 10.0 feet, and then the 100. Right. I'm actually gonna do my next walkthrough, like, right now, since I'm already here. So I'll see you in, like, 2 seconds. Right. Bye, everyone.